The beach was frozen that morning in 2011. Not peaceful, just cold and empty. A sharp wind rolled in from the ocean, slicing through the air like a blade. The sand was hard beneath João Pereira de Souza's boots, dusted with frost and frozen foam. Every wave crashed quietly, as if even the sea was tired. João walked slowly along the shoreline, his hands buried deep in his pockets. He had walked this beach hundreds of times before, but that morning felt different. The ocean carried the familiar smell of salt. And something darker, that's when he saw it. A black and white shape near the rocks, barely visible beneath ice and wet sand. At first, he thought it was trash dragged in by the tide. Then it moved, just slightly. João froze. He stepped closer. The penguin lay on its side, feathers stiff with cold, soaked in thick black oil that clung to its body like tar. Freezing seawater had mixed with it, turning the feathers heavy and useless. Its eyes were half open. Each breath came slowly, painfully, forming weak clouds in the air. Its body shook uncontrollably. It should have been dead already. João knelt down, the cold biting through his knees. This one won't survive, he thought, but his hands reached out anyway. João carried the penguin home, holding it close to his chest to protect it from the wind. The penguin barely moved. Inside, João warmed water carefully. Not hot, never hot. One mistake could kill it. He washed the oil away slowly, again and again, watching black streaks disappear down the drain. Hours passed. His hands burned from the cold and the chemicals, but he didn't stop. When the feathers were finally clean, he wrapped the penguin in cloth and placed it near warmth. That night, João didn't sleep. The wind howled outside like something alive. Every few minutes, Joe leaned closer, listening, breathing, still breathing. Days passed. The penguin barely ate at first. Some days it didn't move at all. João prepared fish, fed it gently, spoke to it in a soft voice even though it never responded. Then weeks passed.
Meu amigo.
One quiet morning, João
Senti sua
entered the room
falta.
and stopped. The penguin was standing, unsteady, shaking, but standing. João smiled for the first time in weeks. Scientists later said it was a Magellanic penguin, a species known for surviving long migrations through cold, dangerous oceans. João didn't know that. He simply named him Dindim. When Dindim was strong enough, João took him back to the beach. The ocean was dark. The sky was gray. Ice clung to the rocks like scars. João placed Dindim on the sand and stepped back. He opened his arms. Go. Dindim waddled toward the water. Stopped. Turned around. He looked at João, just for a moment. Then Dindim slid into the freezing ocean and disappeared beneath the waves. João stood there until his legs went numb. He told himself it was over. 8 months later, during another cold season, João heard a sound outside his house. A sharp cry. Familiar. Impossible. He opened the door. There was Dindim. Thinner, older, feathers rough from travel, ice clinging to his body. Alive. João dropped to his knees. From that day on, Dindim followed João everywhere. Through frost-covered yards, across cold floors. He tried to sleep beside him for warmth. He refused food from anyone else. When João left the house, Dindim waited. Experts were shocked. Penguins don't do this. They don't bond with humans. They don't return. But Dindim did. Every year, Dindim left. And every year, João waited. Some winters were gentle, some were brutal. There were years when storms delayed Dindim's return. João stood on the beach, staring at the horizon, counting days. One year, Dindim arrived late, thinner than ever, and João thought he might lose him right there. Another year, Dindim didn't come at all. João waited. Weeks passed. Only later did Dindim appear injured, exhausted, alive by pure will. Scientists estimated that every journey was over 8,000 kilometers through freezing water, predators, storms, and darkness. Dindim made that journey for more than 10 winters. Not for food, not for safety, for João. João aged too. His hair turned gray. His steps slowed. But every winter, he stood at the beach, waiting for a black and white shape in the ice. The final visits were different. Dindim slept more, walked less. His calls were quieter. Some days he didn't follow Joao at all, just watched him from a distance. Joao noticed. He always noticed. Then one winter, Dindim didn't come. Joao waited longer than ever before. Weeks passed. Months passed. The ocean stayed empty. In 2023, Joao received the news. Dindim had died of old age. No oil, no hunters, no storms, just time. Joao returned to the same frozen beach. The wind was cold. The ocean was silent. He stood where it had all begun, waiting. Dindim was never trained, never trapped, never forced. He chose. In a frozen world where survival is everything, a penguin crossed oceans year after year because one human once refused to walk away. Some bonds survive the cold. Some promises outlive time. And some goodbyes are felt across an entire ocean.